I'm not gonna lie, that movie out of pocket.
I mean, Lil Wayne is the unofficial mascot of the show. Like, we talk about this nigga all the time.
Man, that shit chalk.
It was a real solid movie. Like, I really can't complain.
My name is Derrick Incredibles,
and it's Mark Randall III. And this is the Mark and Dark Show, your plug for movie and TV news, reviews, and opinions. Welcome back, everybody.
What's good? I'm feeling like join with the full five.
Hey, man, you know, we got young Darko up here just with the flu. You got the box of tissues.
Yo.
You got the OJ on deck. You got the bottles of water.
Flu game, man.
Flu game real. But yet, the brand is still strong.
Yo, we still going strong.
Yo, you actually posting something on the Instagram.
Yo, right now I'm posting Jada Pinkett Smith as the Woman Crush Wednesdays on our Instagram page. Shout out to Jada.
Yep. And, you know, just make sure you go ahead and follow us on Instagram. It's the Mark and Dark Show on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Mark and Dark Show, and you can see our Woman Crush Wednesday today, and also you can get in on the question of the week. Mm-hmm. You know, the question of the week this week was, if Belly was to be recasted today, right, who would be in the lead? I honestly feel like J. Cole would play Sincere.
So he would be Nas?
Yeah, I think J. Cole would be Nas.
And who would be DMX?
I don't know.
You got to get somebody hype. Somebody just like really like... See, DMX...
It's difficult.
Because DMX was so ahead of his time.
He really was.
It's just like no one can ever replicate that.
I think the only way to really do this any other way would just be get like a bunch of like little niggas and then just kind of just like redo it that way, but it wouldn't be very entertaining.
Yeah.
Because none of them are really like busting like that except for a few of them. Most of them are just drug addicts.
Mm-hmm. Yo, like, it's crazy how hip hop has changed, because like they used to like talk about selling drugs. Now they all doing it
like hard,
dog.
So
like lean, like a dog, like the amount, and then they doing it at such a young age, like lean and perks, Zany, Bud,
I blame Lil Wayne.
Yo, Lil Wayne started that whole trend, dog.
Lil Wayne was the one that fucked up Jules. Had Jules all drinking the juice.
Yeah,
because they had that "Can't Feel My Face" shit. Yeah. Also, that was a hot mixtape name.
A very hot mixtape.
That's a dope series. So, movies of the week. We both saw The Incredibles 2. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to talk about it because I already have a review up. You can listen to that now on Spaces Movies Review. You can find that on iTunes and Google Play.
Oh shit! Damn, that's popping. All right, so then I'll talk a little bit about The Incredibles 2, and then I want to talk about another movie that I saw.
Oh, well, just talk about the other movie you saw.
A Quiet Place.
Nigga. That ain't all right. Fine, go ahead.
We already saw it though. All right,
yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
All right, I'll give a rough like recap. Well, a rough review on what I thought about Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 was good.
Yeah,
we didn't need 14 years for it.
No,
it's definitely like watchable. Like you can see it, you'll enjoy it. Of course, like it's timeless.
Yeah,
you didn't need 14 years to make that.
Absolutely
shit.
Not. No,
it picked up right where it left off.
Yeah, like actually a couple minutes before.
Yeah.
Because she was like, they showed them like in the locker room and shit, like leaving the auditorium.
Ass.
And then these niggas suit up right quick. But yo, the Underminer was like no joke. I thought this nigga was a comical villain, and this nigga made it off with the bag. Spoilers for the first 5 minutes of the movie.
He did make it off with the bag. They didn't even catch him.
Yeah, and that was like the thing, like my G. You didn't catch my nigga. But yo, speaking of this, there was a crazy fucking feverish hot take from a New York Times critic who wrote this crazy ass like review of Incredibles 2, and basically he was saying Miss Incredible was so fine he couldn't focus on the movie because he had a boner the whole time, and he like wrote this shit into the actual like paper, like actual review it's in the fucking New Yorker. It's not like backwall.net or some shit. Like it's on the New Yorker. Yeah. This reviewer was talking about like dads having a hard time watching the movie with their like massive boners that they're hiding with like the thing of popcorn.
That's kind of drawing because first of all, she's a cartoon. Yeah. And secondly, like, dog, like, it's a kid's movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even though, granted, she is thicker than a snicker.
She's thicker than a snicker.
She's thicker than a snicker.
But you know what? That voice is husky as Barry White, dog. That's my homegirl's voice. Look like it sounds like she smoked a pack a day. And the only reason I really know though is because we watched Incredibles 1 the day before, and her voice sounded way different.
Yeah, her voice was a lot higher.
Yeah, and she also kind of has a lisp now.
Which
is like her voice didn't match her appearance.
Should have never gave it 14 fucking years.
Never like dog. Jack got 1,000,001 powers. Like you couldn't flesh that shit out a little bit for us.
Nope.
So anyway, I saw Superfly.
How was that?
It's pretty good.
Hey.
If you want to get the full review, Spaces Movies Review, look it up on iTunes and Google Play. But I will tell you this: Priest Youngblood is not a character you can really sympathize with. I kind of put him in the same category as you ever see Baby Driver?
Yeah. Oh, as Baby.
Yeah, like someone who created.
Yeah, you created your own mess.
Their own mess.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like they're clever and they're smart in the way that they get out of the mess that they created.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean. But shout out to my nigga for rocking the perm. Shout out to my nigga for having the mutton chops.
Oh my god.
Shout out to my nigga for having the wild, crazy sex scene in the shower that went on for like 5 minutes too long.
What?
It was crazy. Yo, shout out to the mom from Modern Family for being like a narc. Like, there's just a lot happening in that movie.
I can't wait till I drop on DVD.
Shout out to the car chase scene that ends with them blowing up a Confederate monument.
Oh shit.
Yo, shout out to my man shooting the pharaoh with a cop. There's a lot of themes going on in Superfly, but none of them is compassion. That nigga don't give a fuck about nobody but himself.
Okay.
He is super fucking selfish.
Yo, Superfly, man.
Yo, I was telling my mom about it, and my mom was like, he didn't want to feed the kids like Nino Brown. He was like, man, fuck them kids. He tried to fuck with none of them, dog.
Did you ever see the original ones?
Yeah, the original ones. He was still actually, I think this dude was a little bit better than him, only because he wasn't on drugs hardcore. Because the original Superfly was like, he was snorting coke, like he was like he needed that shit. Like that shit had the remedy in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was snorting coke like you up here sniffling snot, dog. He was just on that shit on the reg.
Shout out to Roscoe from Martin.
Yeah, so yeah, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. We just got that shit popping. We're going to be a lot more active, so hit us up on that shit. We got the Twitter too, but I don't think we're going to be nearly as active on the Twitter as we are going to be on the Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be active on the Twitter.
Okay.
Try to be active.
Cool. Let's slide into the pop culture pregame, starting off with everyone's favorite podcasters. Desus and Mero is leaving ViceLand. Now, before we actually get into this article, you had a little bit of juice. You said that your sister put you on the game.
Yeah, sister put me on the game saying that Desus and Mero, it was articles coming out saying that they were complaining that they weren't getting paid enough. ViceLand wasn't paying them enough money.
Yo, they was doing a lot of shows.
And I feel like it's a lot of shows, and they were really, really popular.
Yeah, I also feel like it was one of those things where it was like they was just so happy to get put on at first, and then once they got put on, they were like, all right, well, we need to stay on. You know what I mean? Like, you ever get a job and you be so happy you get it, and then like 6 months later you be like, man, this job is bullshit.
Yeah,
I think that's where they were at that point, because as craft services can only go but so far. You know what I mean? So you actually need like legit money. So Desus and Mero are leaving Vice to go with Showtime. Their series starts June 28th, which is a smooth 8 days away. I don't have Showtime.
I don't have Showtime neither. So it's just gonna be the Desus and Mero show just on Showtime?
I don't know. I think it's gonna look a little different. It's probably gonna have a little bit more money. They could probably do sketches and shit.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna stop podcasting because at this point you just can't do it all.
Yeah.
Or maybe they go back to bi-weekly. They used to be bi-weekly.
Yeah.
And I think that was like a more sustainable format for them. So, which one's your favorite, Desus or Mero?
Mero.
You think Mero?
Yo, Mero's
I think
funny
Mero's
shit.
Mero's mad
Mero
fucking funny.
As shit. And then Desus is like they compliment
Desus,
each other.
dog.
Yeah. Oh shit. Why do I always call this nigga Desus? My fault, bro. Desus.
I think Desus is mad smart though.
Yeah, Desus like they compliment each other so well. It's just
I wish I could be as witty as him. He's so fast.
Yeah.
It's like he can pause time and think of the funniest thing to say and then say that.
Yeah.
Because even when he's not funny, it's still funny.
Yeah.
And like, yo, Mero is hilarious.
Yo, Mero's just Mero, dog.
And he can do mad voices. That shit's fucking hilarious to me, dog.
Yo, it's funny when he be like, fuck out of here. Like, because they from New York, so they be like, fuck out of here.
Yo, I gotta say, the bear wearing Tim's is iconic, and I'm gonna miss it.
Yo, the bear wearing Tim's and the New York hat. Yo,
but all this means is that it just opens up a spot for just some other niggas to slide through.
Yo, Yo, ViceLand, what's up?
Yo,
shout out to the market.
How
Yo, you know something funny, dog? I was looking at shit. Yo, when I first saw this article, yo, I couldn't sleep that night, dog. I was like, yo, how the fuck we get on ViceLand, dog?
Yo,
I was looking shit up.
All
heavy,
it takes is one meeting, dog, and we in there like swimwear. Especially at the rate we're going, man. We're definitely developing content.
I was looking at that shit heavy, dog. Yo, that's probably why I'm sick now, dog. I don't be getting enough fucking sleep, bro. Like,
man, fuck sleep.
Sleep is for the weak. Sleep when you dead.
Sleep when you dead, nigga. You want to say this for last?
Which one?
I don't know how to say his name.
XXXtentcion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say it for last.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it'd be a little shout out. Okay.
All right, so shout out to Robert Kirkman's comic Invincible getting picked up by Amazon.
Yo, so
as an anime.
Wasn't you telling me about Invincible? Didn't you like read them, Jones?
I read all of the Invincible. Well, not all of them. I kind of came in at the tail end of the series, so I read like the last arc, like the last like 2 arcs. And the good thing is that so at one point they were developing this with Seth Rogen, and it's supposed to be live action for AMC.
Okay.
And I'm glad they didn't do it because Seth Rogen's The Preacher is trash.
Whoa!
It's trash.
Whoa! You gotta stop that, dog.
It's trash.
You gotta stop that, bro.
Let me tell you something. First season, hard. Second season, tolerable.
Second season, fire.
Second season, tolerable.
Fire, dog.
I can't finish that shit. I don't know what it is about AMC shows. Maybe it's like the channel, but I can't finish none of them bitches. Like Into the Badlands, I can't finish it. It's a good show. I just can't finish it.
Yo, shout out to Into the Badlands being the only show that has karate in it. That's the only show on TV.
Yo, niggas don't care about karate no more. But shout out to their like choreography because they be getting it.
Yo, they be having like niggas on there getting it. Dog. Yo, the one bald head boy got one arm, dog, and he be fucking niggas up with one sword.
He got that one arm because Sonny took that shit off. Mm-hmm. But yo, he was ready to kill Sonny. Like yo, he was like
still ready. He was still ready to kill him on season 3. Spoiler alert.
Yo, he was in the season I saw when he was there. He was like, I'm such a badass clipper. I'm just living for death right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. And he said, I can't live. He said, yo, it's no life without honor, dog. Like,
he said, I'm living for death. Yo, he's Vegeta and that nigga, dog. They're going to become best friends just waiting for the moment to die, dog.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to find life. So anyway, Amazon series, animated, Invincible. I got to say, Invincible looks goofy. Like, you see this nigga, he got the goggles, he got the yellow.
This doesn't really look that goofy, though. His outfit looks a little goofy. His outfit looks better than what's his face, that new god dude that you always caping for.
Who? Oh, Mr. Miracle?
Yeah.
Mr. Miracle outfit is trash, but yo, that storyline is everything. Mr. Miracle is the shit, dog. Anyone out there who's in the comics, read Mr. Miracle. But Invincible is actually mad bloody. Like when niggas punch him, their hand just shatters. If they're not strong. There's this, so like basically it's kind of like the Goku story.
Okay.
It's more like Goku than Superman. Like, you know how like Goku, they were aliens that were sent to America, like sent to Earth. Do you know about Goku? Like where he came from in the Saiyans?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was supposed to fuck Earth up as a kid. He's supposed to scout it out and come back. So with this one, they're called something with a V, like Venturians. And they're like a race of people who have like weeded out like weakness. So they're super strong. They can fly. They can do all this shit, and like they believe in power. And they usually just go places and take over. So a couple of them got to Earth, and they found out they were compatible with Earthlings. So they started making Earth babies.
Okay.
And one of the main dudes who made like Invincible's daddy was here to take over Earth, but he actually fell in love with this chick and made homeboy. Yeah, but they live for mad longer than humans. So like he can like have a whole life and still be on his mission. Like she would die and then he would just take over the world.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but he turns into a superhero. There's a whole bunch of shit. Anyway, long story short, this is going to be an extremely bloody, extremely violent comic. Like this dude gets ripped in half he gets destroyed on a regular basis. Okay. His girl gets destroyed on a regular basis.
But he can regenerate, right?
If you get them soon enough, like there's plenty of times where they'll be holding their entrails and they'll still make it out of a fight. Wow. And there's this one dude that when he comes on, I forget his actual name. He's like a mustache wearing nigga with like,
just dude right there,
nah, that's his pops. It's this nigga right there. Yeah, that nigga right there. That dude's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be the most iconic villain on
he looked like a
TV.
villain.
Yeah, he's going to be the most iconic villain.
He like me when I had the stash.
So I look forward to this.
I look forward to it too, just because like I remember you mentioning it, and then I was just like,
you should catch up and read a little bit of them.
Okay,
don't start from the beginning.
So start like the middle.
Nah, I'll probably start like I think it's like 200 episodes, 200 comics.
Yeah, you think the bull got it on Comics Explained?
No.
Because he only does DC and Marvel
for the most part.
All right.
He might do it now that this came out because every once in a while he'll like do a show like he did Spawn and shit. But most people don't be reading for this shit. Yo, whenever he does Valiant shit is so good and no one reads that shit because Harbinger is the shit. So is X-Men of War. X-Men of War is like there's a couple comics I read faithfully every month, and X-Men of War is one of them.
Okay.
So is Saga.
Okay.
Because he be talking to that armor so disrespectfully. He'd be so sick of that nigga, yeah. All right, moving on. All right, so are you a Terminator fan?
Haven't been a fan since Terminator 3. Actually, I like Salvation a lot.
I like Salvation too.
Yeah, Salvation
I thought it had a lot of promise, but niggas was not into that shit.
Yeah, it didn't do well in the box office, did it?
No, I think they should have stuck with their original premise of getting John Connor killed, and then Sam Worthington puts on John Connor's skin, and that explained why John Connor was such a badass because he was a robot. That was their original ending, but everybody was like, that pissed people off so much. And I was like, that shit makes so much more sense because Terminators are fucking vicious. How are these niggas beating this thing?
Yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed the storyline that they had on Terminator Salvation though. I think they should have ended it just like that. I think that should have been the end of all Terminators. Like Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Terminator 3. And then Salvation, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it alone.
That didn't happen. We got Genesis, and now we have Terminator 6. And apparently Linda Hamilton.
The John from Judgment Day?
Homegirl, Sarah Connor, who, when I was a young boy, seeing her do pull-ups in the insane asylum was like exciting and terrifying at the same time. Like I was slightly turned on, but I was also like miffed because I couldn't do a pull-up. Yeah. And that shit was like, this girl's kind of hot, but at the same time, she'll probably body me. You know what I mean? So
definitely body you.
Yeah. But she's out here on the set of Terminator 6 looking, I don't know how they're going to explain this because she's dead. So
when did she die?
She died in between Terminator 2 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, because they go to her grave and get all them guns.
Oh yeah, because John Connor was an old head Terminator 3. Like he was like older. Yeah,
he was a little bit older, and that was the wrong John Connor.
That was definitely the wrong John Connor.
Who the fuck picked that nigga?
That was a bad John Connor.
That was an awful John Connor.
They should have gave me a young Christian Bale.
Young Christian Bale. Yo, Christian Bale was an awful John Connor too, by the way. You ever hear that video of him freaking out on that PA? He fucking blacked out.
Destroy everything. Like,
yo, he was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this guy? I'm in character. Like, dog, it's John Connor. You're on Terminator. Like chill out. It's not fucking Prestige. Like, what are you talking about, dog? It's Terminator, dog.
Shout out my man Christian Bale for always being so into his roles.
Yo, looking back, some of them Batman movies is a little dicey. He's a little dicey in some of them Batman movies. Like he's never exciting to look at as Batman. He always looks out of breath.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Watch them. They definitely don't hold up in this current lens of superhero films.
I got the trilogy DVDs.
Yeah. I was actually thinking of doing like a week, like a monthly movie podcast or something like that. Or it'd be even better if we can do it live, or we can have a venue where people can come and watch movies with us.
Yo, that'll be popping.
Yeah, something I was thinking of. So, keep a lookout for something like that to happen, because who knows what's in the future for young Marcus over here and young Baron Darko. Speaking of the future of things, Star Wars spinoffs future is looking a little dark.
They're not giving me that Obi-Wan Kenobi joint.
Dog, they put in all of these Star Wars stories. Star Wars stories are like the spinoff films.
Yeah.
Putting all those bitches on pause.
Why?
They've been having a hard time. Rogue One barely was a success. Solo wasn't a success. Yeah. Like, niggas don't want what they're offering, but they do want it. They just don't want it the way they're offering it.
Right.
I think that Rian Johnson Jedi trilogy is going to be a major success. I think it's gonna be a major success
because it's a new story.
Especially if they do Knights of the Old Republic or some shit. Yeah, give me a prequel of the Jedi.
That's and that's why I thought the Obi-Wan Kenobi joint was going to be.
No, because the Knights of the Old Republic is even before Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is when the dark side and the light side was founded.
Okay,
like it's like the story of the first Sith.
Okay,
because back in the day, like it was like a little bit more prevalent, like the Jedis were. You know,
just because like I want to see like how they train for like they type of fighting style.
Yeah,
just because like. You just see him from the movies, but they don't ever like really see like an actual Jedi train.
Right.
Like you saw a little bit of Luke, you mean, but like I want to see. That's why I'm like.
They also fight way differently because the way they fight in the new series is a lot more brutal than they fought in the prequels when they was like doing like karate and shit and ballet.
Yeah.
And they were like twirling and shit because those dudes had mad finesse.
Yeah.
These niggas is kind of heavy footed. Like I think Rey would get bodied if she fought like a young Yoda.
Yeah.
I even think Kylo wouldn't do well against like an Anakin. Anakin will fuck Kylo up.
Nigga, that's Dark Vader.
Actually, Obi-Wan will fuck Kylo up.
Dog. So my coworker was telling me that he was breaking down everybody's like fighting style, like all the Jedis. He was saying like Obi-Wan is like defensive.
Yeah.
Anakin's offensive.
Yep.
Liam Neeson with Qui-Gon or some shit like that was like kind of like finesse, like a strategist.
Yeah, I think he was probably more of the balanced fighters.
Yeah.
However, young Obi-Wan wasn't defensive. Young Obi-Wan was offensive.
So he was offensive. Okay.
Yeah. Young Obi-Wan, like when he fought Darth Maul, he became defensive when he got wisdom.
Okay, that makes sense because on 2 and 3 he was definitely defensive.
Yeah, but in the first one he was out there trying to swing that bat.
Yeah, he was out there swinging shit, dog. He was like, nah, fuck.
He was like, no, yo, and Darth Maul laid that nigga down. And what sucks is that we'll never get that Darth Maul tie-in. I wanted to see Darth Maul on the big screen. I fucking love Darth Maul, even though he keeps losing to Obi-Wan.
Wasn't he spoiler, wasn't he like in the
Clone Wars
post credit?
Oh yeah. You're not missing anything. I'm glad they're not doing this. Give it a little bit of a break. I think we're Star Wars out. And besides, I think people are realizing that Star Wars fans are assholes, especially since they ran Homegirl right off the internet.
Who?
Right off of Instagram. Mary Tran, the Asian chick who played Rose in episode 8.
Oh, the one that
Plus
was
the fact that they hated that movie so much, I didn't think it was a bad movie.
It wasn't. Yo, honestly, just so my coworker broke it down. Yo, shout out to my homie Eric. Yo, he was saying that it's a new story, and now you get a new because like not everything has to tie in with like royalty and shit like that.
Right,
everything has to tie in.
I like that. The only thing that I don't like, and I be having to check myself because I be thinking everything is racist. Mm-hmm. But it was like I felt like Finn played a bigger part in the first one.
He did,
and then on this one, the white dude was like, "Yo, fuck this interracial relationship. I don't want to see these niggas hugging up on my girls." And so like they kind of push Finn, like they push Finn more toward Rose, and then there was that weirdness between what's her face? What's her name? Ray and the pilot, because they kind of had like a weird like little like eye contact. Last time I saw that shit, it was Scarlet Witch and Vision, and then we saw how that shit ended up. Yeah,
did.
And people are actually saying that her and Kylo Ren are supposed to, bump uglies. I don't think she's gonna fuck with that nigga because she was mad salty that he was, trying to kill her and shit.
Yeah. But yo, I like that it's no more good versus evil. Just gonna be straight up just motherfuckers.
I mean, it's still good versus evil. It's just no longer.
It's no longer dark versus light. It's more just like
he's still dark. He's just not a Sith.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But isn't his lightsaber going to change? Isn't that the reason why it changes colors? Because you're not like you walk the bounds between good.
Oh
and
no,
evil.
they actually changed the color of theirs. Yo, you got to read Darth Vader. Yo, like so when the Sith like they're like them getting their red like stones is like a journey. They have to go kill usually like another Sith to get that shit.
Oh.
So it's kind of like you have to like they have to make their own sword. So it's like a rite of passage in a way. It's super interesting. But it's all that shit's canon now. Like all the Marvel comic shit, all that shit's canon. So there's a really large chance that if they do this spinoff, we would actually see that process of them actually making like the lightsaber shit, because I want to say Vader's first book was about him getting his lightsaber, because he was still running around with that blue one. And everybody was like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga in the cloak? Yo, niggas literally said that to him before he just ripped their throat out. Like, yo, Darth Vader is no shit in that comic book. Moving on to the Ninja Turtles are getting another reboot.
How you feel about that?
I got mixed emotions, man.
Are they going to be smaller?
God, I hope so. So the Turtles stay getting rebooted. So here's why it's getting rebooted. The first Turtles movie was actually a kind of a hit. It did like $500 million off of like a 120 budget. Second Turtles, not so much. And now they're realizing like, hey, there's still money in this franchise. Like people still want to see it, but they want to see the right version of it.
So the smaller version of them.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, just give me an animated John. I'm cool with that. I mean, you don't gotta. I think the last animated movie they did was fine. I was on board with that shit. I thought that shit was actually pretty dope. I don't necessarily know if I need another like live action turtle movie, and if you do, it has to be like vastly different. Like, I'm not trying to see them like jump through tanks and have it like the Michael Bay effect where they need that, like that shit needs to be stripped down like Bumblebee or some shit.
Yeah.
Bumblebee actually doesn't look super horrible to me.
It doesn't look bad.
Yeah. Like I actually might see that. Did you fuck with any of the turtle films?
They were entertaining. Like I watched them on a plane.
Yeah.
Like if it's on, like I'll watch it, but
they just had too much accessories.
Yeah, it was. I think they were just big as shit, dog.
Yo, when Raphael jumped out of that truck and then they shot at him and he was bulletproof, I was like, what is going on? And when Shredder was really that white dude, but everyone freaked out, so they just put like this nameless Asian dude in the role, and then Shredder wasn't really a villain at all. He just kind of showed up and fucked shit up. Didn't make any sense. But shout out to them for having Bebop and Rocksteady, which was awesome, finally.
Right.
Because they weren't in any other movie, right?
They wasn't in none of the other older ones.
Yeah, so that was fun. And we got Krang. You know, if that plot, if I think if you put the second movie with a better design of the Turtles,
I think
they probably would have did a lot better.
Yeah. Man, just give me the old Turtles from the 90s.
Yo, just remake the cartoon, man. And MoviePass is going to become the last OG on the block. AMC launches a subscription service that is going to compete against MoviePass. For $20 a month, you can see a movie up to 3 times a week. The main difference between this one and the MoviePass is the MoviePass is like $10 a month, and you can see a movie every day. But this one, you can see movies that you can't see with the MoviePass. So you can see IMAX movies, Real ID, and Dolby Digital movies with the MoviePass. And also AMC is saying, unlike the MoviePass, our shit's going to be sustainable and it's going to be around forever. And there's mad AMC theaters. And I'm pretty sure they're going to tie this into their AMC Stubs program, because if you remember at Stubs, you be getting free popcorn and shit.
Oh yeah. So, I really want MoviePass, but that 150 something, like,
hey man, you should have got in when I told you to.
Got it when you told me.
Yo, speaking of MoviePass, shout out to them for like they bought some stake in that Gotti movie. That movie's awful.
Yeah,
but guess how MoviePass is marketing it?
How are they?
I just got an email from them and it said, "See if the critics are right. Go check out Gotti today." And they're basically just being like, hey, maybe these niggas is wrong. You should go check out Gotti. And if you check it out and they were right, you'd be like, well, shit, I guess they was right. I mean, either way, you already saw the movie.
Yeah, either way, you already saw it.
Yeah, so they're trying to take the Netflix approach to theaters, which is like having bad movies that niggas just see.
Right.
Like, that's kind of genius. Damn, dog. We're almost done. We're almost there. Hold tight, soldier. Hold tight.
I had to get that sneeze out.
Hold tight.
That is genius though. Yo, you know what's crazy? That Gotti movie, like we watched the trailer like a time back.
Yeah.
We watched that trailer and it looked like it was alright. You know where they fucked up at? They should have made it into a TV show, a miniseries.
I don't want to see Gotti on TV. I don't want to look at John Travolta's face.
Hey man, I just got to
like that's what it really boils down to. Like John Travolta always walks around like something hurts.
Hey man, I'm just trying to take your face off.
And
shout out to John Travolta though. I do like some of his movies.
Yeah. And in sad news, R.I.P. to problematic rapper
XXXtentcion. Nah, Tettion.
Tettion?
Yeah, Tettion.
Yep. I gotta say, in life, he was not a great person.
He wasn't a great person. At the same time, though, he was only 20 years old.
At the same time, he was a very, very young man. Mm-hmm. And I think it is a little unfair for people who, like, now that he's dead, and like the nature of his death, it wasn't like he like succumbed to a heart attack or you know what I mean, like, had cancer or something.
Bro, he was murdered. Like, it wasn't like he drugged overdose or anything else like that. Like he was murdered, bro.
The only sadness there is that, granted, the chances of him turning his life around and being something positive, very slim. Yeah, but we will never like know. And I think if you was to judge, you know, your life from like where you were when you were younger, I don't think it would always be the best of pictures. Yeah. Like, I was completely different from now to when I was 20. Yeah. Shit. And I can only imagine being 20 with money and coming from like a bad background. Not to say that, not in any defense of any of his behavior. Mm-hmm. I just think that, like, it's just sad when super young people get murdered. Yeah. Because you know that was definitely like some black on black crime. And it was probably like, I don't know. It's super sad. So
20 years old, man.
Yep. And he is I think he has a kid on the way. Yeah. He's beating the shit out of her though. Yeah. So that's definitely like something at the same time. But
his music isn't bad though. Like, I actually like took a listen to it when I was on my way from DC. It's actually, he had a mix of everything. He had a mix of like R&B, rap, and rock and roll.
Yeah, I can't fuck with his music. I'm not even going to front.
Oh no.
I listened to that one song, "Look at Me Now" or whatever, and that's it, because that was before everything got wild. And he was like, I think actually when that came out, he was locked up for like rape or some wild shit. Like, as an individual, he was a horrible person.
Yeah, he was a horrible person.
And I'm not going to be like my favorite track or like playing songs in his memory.
I have no favorite track. I listened to it one time and I was like, this is all I need to listen to.
I'm just saying, it just sucks that a dude was so young and taken away before he really had any effort to change his life. But more than likely, he would have ended up on Love and Hip Hop California in like 10 years.
From South Florida, so probably Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Oh, okay, true. Love and Hip Hop Miami in like 10 years. Actually, like 6 years, 7 years. Yeah. He probably wouldn't have been around. I don't know how long those little niggas is going to be around.
I don't know, man. Yo, little niggas, stop tatting y'all faces, man. Stop. Like,
I can't wait to see that shit in 20 years.
Yo, like, y'all not.
Yo, they're just limiting their lane of maneuvering. Like, there's a reason why, like, Ice Cube is still on the scene. There's a reason why
Jay-Z,
Diddy. Yo, I mean, even like, but just like the niggas who get off, like, there's a reason why 50 Cent got a lot of his tattoos removed. Because he was like, this music money is bullshit. Like, I'm tired of, like, you get tired of seeing it, and you want to make real money. Like, they're around niggas, like, all right, so when these, like, SoundCloud rappers, they ain't got shit. They get a couple thousand, that's some shit. Yeah. They get multiple thousand, that's some more shit. They get $1 million, that's great. Now they're in the $1 million club. But you know who else is in the $1 million club? Dentists. Like, there's mad niggas who are just in the $1 million club who don't do nearly the shit that you do. Yeah. And some of them in a multi-million-dollar club when you start talking about surgeons and shit like that. So now you're like in these areas where like you come through and you think you Big Willie because you got $1 million or two, and then it's like this like dude in boat shoes stunts on you hella hard, and then you start realizing like, yo, my $1 million is small money in these environments.
That shit's just baffling. Yo, like you said, dog, Lil Wayne paved the way for that. Lil Wayne was the first motherfucker that I knew that to get his face yatted, dog. Baby was the first motherfucker. Yo, Baby had an oil ring tatted on him, on his face. His oil ring.
Oil ring? What the fuck?
Yeah. He has an oil ring.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like on his forehead or something. He has a star or some shit, right?
Yes, 3 stars on his head.
Yo, shout out to Baby for always wearing shirts that are way too tight and too small, and pants that always sag, so there's always just his drawers hanging out. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he's 50.
He's 50. And then his stomach being out. He got the dad belly.
Yo, just come. I mean, I guess if you got money, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, just live your life, bro. Either way, I guess your life is probably slightly more entertaining than mine. I mean, you out here with Tony Braxton. You still out here with Tony Braxton?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Tony Braxton for taking the major slide backwards in life. Remember, she used to be the shit. Oh, damn, I forgot about this story.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just make it real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Disney wins back Fox with a $71 billion bid. So I thought that they were going to play nice with Comcast and give them Sky. I want to say it's called Skycom.
Yeah.
No, Skyview.
Something like that.
Yeah, and I guess not. I guess Disney's like, no, nigga, we eat all the foods.
Yeah.
You can't have no scraps, no bones, no chicken skins. You ever get the baked chicken and you don't want that skin, you might feed it to your dog or something?
Yep.
No. Disney wants all that shit.
They want all of it.
So shout out to them. So, did you want to do this?
No.
You feeling good? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel good.
All right, so make sure you guys leave us a you can leave us a voicemail. We now have a Mark and Dark hotline. Hit us up at 484-841-9822. Or you can send us an email at themarkanddarkshow at gmail.com and just let us know what's going on. If you've seen some movies or television or some trailers that you would like us to watch, give us a shout out. If it's, nothing too crazy, we'll play your recording live on the air because we have that ability. Now on to this week's digest. So we got 2 movies to watch this week, 2 trailers.
Welcome to Marwen.
I haven't seen the trailer to this, but the concept looked interesting enough. So
Sorry, y'all.
So we're both going to be watching this for the first time right now. So let's give this a spin. Let's look at Steve Carell.
Looking good.
What is all of this?
The world famous Marwen, Mark's art installation.
So that's the guy.
Yeah, it's right up there.
Oh, shit.
Jumped him. It's a miracle he survived.
Oh.
I was a hell of a good artist, and now I can barely write my name. So my dolls have to tell a story.
At your service, mademoiselle.
Whoa.
I just moved in across the street. I love all the details. Who are they?
They are Nazis torturing Hoagie
Why?
because he's different. The women of Marwen protect me.
You are safe.
A toast, just for you.
Yo, this is like toy soldiers.
All of the dolls people
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, everyone has a place here. In
Oh,
Marwen.
Janelle
I
Monáe.
just moved in across the street.
So are you going to go to the sentencing?
You're a suffering human being. I want these guys to get more than just a slap on the wrist. It's important that you're there to look your assailant straight in the eye.
I'm not really sure how to do this.
When are you gonna man up and put an end to this crap?
What are you talking shit.
about? We're one and the same, pal. If I can be a hero, so can you.
Maybe the dolls should stay in the car.
I never go anywhere without my backup.
Yo, like the oh shit, Janelle Monáe got one leg.
Embrace that pain.
This is like a good Christmas movie.
I got your back, Hoagie.
Bottoms up, girls.
Yo, the action scenes in that shit look pretty poppin' though.
Yo, it literally looks like toy soldiers.
What is happening?
Thought I heard you yelling for more gumbo.
No gumbo.
This is actually based on a true story.
I love the pain.
So he just pretty much just...
His mind snapped. If this was upgrade, STEM would have just took over.
I have hope.
I'm STEM.
And I'll be okay.
Hell yeah.
I love Janelle Monáe is out here getting bread.
It's
Yeah.
kind of violent. But at least the Nazis are dead.
That's holiday season. That's what's up.
That's cute. That's cool. Not gonna front. If I probably would have watched that beforehand, I probably would have put it on the docket.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because it's like I'm not gonna see that movie. That's not even a Movie Pass movie. No bullshit. Like I only Movie Pass movies that I think are at least going to be like, I don't know, not that. That's like a it's on HBO movie.
Yeah.
Like it's playing on Showtime or actually more like it's playing on Stars and I got the free weekend pass.
Oh, that sound love. That sound like love, man.
All right, speaking of love, we got the trailer we've been waiting for. Have you seen it yet?
I seen a little bit of it.
You seen a little bit? Did you didn't watch the full trailer?
I watched the full trailer.
All right, I got to say, I watched the full trailer.
You still indifferent?
Let me see it again.
All right.
Because when I watched it, I was like in passing. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. This is Creed 2. First of all, shout out to Michael B. Jordan for getting shredded again.
He was already shredded. Well, no, he's shredded. He wasn't that shredded in Black Panther.
No, yeah.
He was like more like beefy.
Yo, like they already established the fact that there's going to be 2 fights in this movie because he already took a major L just by someone. Because he was laying in the hospital bed, all knocked the fuck out.
We live in the past. You got people that need you now.
He got a baby.
Yeah,
you got everything to lose. This guy's got nothing to lose.
How many losses he be taking though?
That's the same thing.
He's like, yo, Rocky had a horrible record.
In my hands. Listen to me, this guy is dangerous. But you don't think I could beat him?
Damn, Stallone's finally looking old.
I was afraid I couldn't live up to these expectations.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
It looks a lot like the second Rocky.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty, got war.
I wonder if he's still in Philly. Like that looks kind of Philly-ish.
Yeah, he's still in Philly.
I want to rewrite history.
That's not Philly. That's
no, that's Cali now.
About your father.
I was born like this, born like this. Immaculate conception.
They got a nice house and shit.
Ooh.
It may not seem like it now, but this is more than just a fight.
I don't know, man.
If he dies, he dies. Oh, he just hit him with the craziest haymaker.
So that's what I'm saying. So this is my thing. First of all,
right.
Do you remember the first Creed trailer?
Yeah.
Can we watch that?
I already know where you're going.
I just gotta
know
see
exactly where you're.
I just gotta see because I don't know if I was hyped for the first Creed trailer.
Yeah, you were.
I was.
Yeah, you were.
All right, let me. I was.
Yeah, you were.
I was,
bro. Because like, I know exactly what you mean, dog. I know.
All right, let me just
watch that, John.
Let me just watch this right quick. Let me just watch this right quick. So we're watching the first Creed trailer.
Now look how it starts off. That shit looks intense.
Okay.
You're not built for this. These boys coming here, they gotta fight for life.
Shout out Wood Harris.
Yo, shout out to Wood Harris with that stash.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Just a hard stash too.
I've been fighting my whole life. It's not a choice for me.
Damn. You might be right.
You see what I'm saying? Even cinematically, it doesn't look. And this looks like real fighting. All right, so watch this fight. I'm pretty sure. He's way smaller. Yeah, he got big as shit for Creed 2.
This picture's from the 10th round of the first fight, right? I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo behind closed doors. Is that true?
How do you know all this?
How do you know all this?
I'm his son.
I'm his son, my nigga. I guess it kind of feels the same, actually. A lot of haymakers in that trailer. Okay. That scene's iconic.
Great fighter once said,
The scene is so iconic, dog.
it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can
Yo,
kick.
he had the bikes in the back, like.
And then they was playing that meat shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I see what you mean when you was like he was kind of
I
lukewarm.
believe that's true in the ring, and I think that's true in life. Now show me something.
Okay. All right.
It makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense.
So this is how I feel. This is how I feel. I just gotta be ready for it to be different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it feels more like the old Rocky. Like the old Rocky, like because Rocky started getting shitty.
After 4?
A little bit before then.
When he fought Mr. T?
Yeah.
It
It started going down. Yo, honestly, when he fought Draco, that shit was downhill for me.
Okay.
Like that shit was so fantastical.
Oh, see, like me, like I was a young boy when I saw these movies, so
Yeah.
that's why I was like,
They don't hold up like that. Yo, Rocky was I just hope Adonis is a better person.
okay.
Because Rocky wasn't good. Like I think Balboa was actually not bad.
Wait. The 2006 when he was an old head fighting Antonio Carver.
At least the fights look like real boxing.
Dog, he was an old head. Dog. Yo, I hated that shit. Dog.
Yo, and Tarver just looked like he just didn't train. Like my nigga had like the fucking jailhouse gut and shit.
Yo, I still didn't even see that jaw, dog.
Yo, it's really, I know, I just hear me out. That movie feels more like Creed now.
Okay.
Like it felt more like, it's a little bit gritty because those other Rocky movies were like, yo, at one point, like, yo, he fought like Hulk Hogan. Like at one point, like, yo, there was just a scene where they was just exchanging like haymakers and it wasn't even boxing. He would just be like, ugh! And then they would just like ring and then they would just start, yo, it looked like if like the Avengers were like fighting in a ring. Like it was just like fantastical. You know what I mean? Like it, like Creed was like, it felt like real boxing matches.
Okay. So,
you know, when you was watching
pretty much what Rocky was, it was just like pretty much just a slugfest where with Creed, it was pretty much like you felt like you were watching.
Like with Creed, it felt more real. Like I think there's something, it's kind of like when you're watching a football movie and then at the end of it, they do like a Hail Mary from the 1 yard line.
Oh yeah, bullshit.
And then they like truck a nigga and run into the end zone. And you're just like, that could happen.
Yeah.
But the chances of that happening,
odds.
or like you watching a basketball movie and they're down by like 40 and they come back and shit and they just be
bullshit.
Like, yeah. And it's just like, it could happen, but like the chances is like, that shit never happens.
Give me Coach Carter when he lost the game at the end.
Yo, I think he's gonna take mad L's because he definitely, the trailer starts off with him taking an L.
I just hope he doesn't take I'm gonna look up after I see this movie. I'm gonna look up his record. I want to look at his record.
Who, Rocky's?
No, Adonis.
Oh, I don't think they'll tell you. You probably won't find out his record till the movie comes out.
Okay,
because yo, Rocky's record is atrocious.
They got it on Google.
Rocky's record?
Yeah,
my nigga. Let's look up Rocky's record. I want to say Rocky's record is like 52 and like 25 or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, 58 wins and 23 losses and 1 draw. But 58 wins by knockout.
What the fuck?
That's
First of all, that's a lot of fights. My nigga, that's a lot. Dog, look up like regular I'm about to look up.
What legend? Let's look up the local legend. Let's look up
Bernard. All right.
Yo, side note, if you want to hang out in Whole Foods up there in Cow Hill a lot, eventually you'll see B-Hop just come through on his plant-based greatness.
Oh yeah. I always see B-Hop.
You always see B-Hop?
Yeah, I always see B-Hop all the time.
Shout out to B-Hop for being 53.
He still be boxing too.
Really?
Yeah, he be still boxing. He be boxing up at Temple and shit.
Oh wow. I guess he just do it like to stay in shape. And he just likes I think he likes the idea of punching.
That nigga hit crazy.
Damn. Why can't I find this?
He is 30, so he is 55-8 with 2 draws.
Okay.
So 67 total fights.
67 total fights. 8 losses. I mean, that's a legend too.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's makes
a legend.
Sense, dog. 58-23.
58-23 with one draw, and that one draw was against Apollo, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 50 because he had. You gotta think. I think when in Rocky 1, he wasn't like a new fighter. He was just like the fighter they would put in to get beat up. Like he had some crazy record in like Apollo. I mean, in Rocky 1. Like. I just don't want this movie to go down the path
that Rocky took.
Okay. Because that shit got crazy. He had a fucking robot. And then in one of the movies, he was like living in the hood and he was like training a nigga like Tommy Gunn. And then him and Tommy Gunn fought in the fucking streets.
Yeah. That was, I think that was Rocky like
nigga,
4,
that shit got crazy, man.
That was Rocky 5. I
think. Shit got crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one is already wild enough. And yo, Drago is going to be way big. Like, I don't know if you saw that first punch that hit. Because I'm pretty sure Michael B. Jordan's like 5'10", 5'11". He's not like a little nigga. And that hook came down and across.
Yeah, so he's like at least 6'5", 6'6".
I would say he's probably a little taller than that, dog. I would say, because that looked like a cross. So that's going across your chest type almost in a way. I think this dude's going to be closer toward that 6'8", 6'9" territory.
I got one thing to say before we wrap up.
Okay.
It's a boxing match that's coming out.
Right.
It's going to be it's a heavyweight fight.
Okay.
It hasn't been a heavyweight fight since like, I think like the early, like mid 2000s.
Okay.
Everybody's waiting for it. Dog, this shit is about to be wild. It's a guy named Dante Wild versus Andrew Joshua.
You fuck with boxing?
I do fuck with boxing.
Yo, I should link you up with my brother. My brother be going to actual events. Like if you say anything boxing to him, he will blow up your inbox. He got like signed gloves and shit. Like he's really like, I was done with boxing when I saw Tyson versus what was the nigga with the dreads? The British dude.
Lennox
Lewis. And I was just like, all right, we're good 2000s. Here. I was like, we're done here. There's no need for me to move forward. Yeah, because yo, boxing is mad boring. It's never like the movies.
It's not too bad.
Unless you get hungry niggas, like when you get niggas that's well fed and they're trying to maintain their sanity.
Yeah,
it's never. That's why I like the UFC, because no one's on top for too long.
Yeah, that is true too. That's why I like this heavyweight fight is such a big deal, because no one ever saw a heavyweight fight like in a while, bro.
You want to see some heavyweight fights? Look up old Mike Tyson videos.
Oh yeah, I already know what he do.
He was a fucking beautiful monster.
I already know what he do.
Just destroying a whole nigga's dreams.
Shout out to Mike Tyson being in that serious Asian movie, that karate movie.
Yo, shout out to Mike Tyson for getting that face tattoo and then just being like it's like part of a larger piece and then just abandoning it.
Yo, he just is like, man.
He's like, you know what? I made mistakes. We all made mistakes in life.
Yeah, man.
Don't judge me on my mistakes.
Shout out to Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Yo, I actually fuck with that show. Yeah. All right. So that does it for us for the week. You got anything, Derek?
No, I'm good, man. I'm about to go home and get some well needed rest.
I feel you. Thanks for coming through and braving it, giving it out to the fans every day. Every week we're gonna try to bless y'all, and when we take hiatuses, we're gonna let you know we're taking hiatuses for projects, because we got some things in the cannon. We got some video programs that are really gonna pop off pretty soon, and we're super excited for them. But until then, we will see y'all next week.
Bet.
Peace.